All right, everybody, welcome back to the Jimmy Nutt Show. Today I'm going to do a little something different. I'm going to review my SA58 by DSA and some additions that I've done to it. First off, I'm going to start with all you purists out there. So we talk about an FAL and some of the things in its, more classic form. Of course, I've got the TA11 Acog on here. I'll be citing that back in here in a bit. But this is my pre-ban Argentine FAL that my father gave me. Thank you, Dad. And some of the things that, whether you're using a fixed stock like this or using a para stock, some of the things when it comes to putting an optic on top of a weapon like this and being able to actually have good cheek weld, if you will. So if you think about this, I've got more of a chin weld when I look through the FAL here and trying to look through this Acog. So, trying to get that good cheek weld. Well, DSA's come out with a fix for that, and also some other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this thing down so all you purists out there, close your eyes, because what you're about to see in the world of the modern FAL is going to piss you off. So here goes. So what you guys see on my back right here is my DSA SA58. And I've got it on a tab biathlon sling, and this is what I do a lot of the running guns with. And so, when I run with this, all right, first thing is I like to use the QD Swivels. All right, so with this new stock that DSA has come up with, this is the BRS stock right here. It comes with QD Swivels built in, all right? This thing fits perfectly on my back, all right, with this tab biathlon sling. And for you QD guys out there, they got 3 points for it. And you can reverse these two to these two sides right here if you want to roll your sling over to that side. So I'm going to take the tab biathlon sling on, and I'll throw the standard Magpul sling that a lot of folks are familiar with. I'll put this puppy back on using the QD Swivels. They work real well. I've got the Veltor handguards on this puppy, so it has QDs built into it as well. So, throwing that on, if I go 2 point at this point right now with the stock folded, or if I want to go to 1 point with the Magpul sling, which I like doing a lot, I can shift to that. So there you see it. I don't know if you guys can see that all in the video, but that being the Magpul sling attached to the new DSA BRS stock. So I'm a proud owner of the very first one of these. This is a prototype. You got me doing this review for you guys, so I'm real happy. Dan Lombard, thanks very much. You're the man for putting this together. Well, some of the other things about the stock that I'll talk about here. Let me unclip from my single point real quick, and we'll talk. I spent most of the morning sighting in the new TA33 Acog. All right, as you'll notice, compared to the TA11 Acog that we had over here, it sits a lot closer, which is real nice because you can get a better cheek weld even if you have a standard stock on there. But the beauty of the new BRS stock that they put on here, and I'll make sure I'm getting that right, whether it's BRS or BSR, but I think it's BRS, all right? So, is the cheek riser that they put on here. Now, I have this configured right now, and this will go way up, it'll go way down, it's real easy to manipulate, but I've got it set up for myself right now for this TA33 Acog that you see on here, and it works really, really well. So when I bring this weapon up, I've got good cheek weld. You guys can see that? I can actually see everything really, really well. Okay, as I'm doing this. So when I'm doing these running guns, if I've got to come up and I gotta get fast acquisition, every time I come up, I'm putting my cheek in the perfect place. God bless you guys for doing that. I've seen a lot of, what do you want to call, backwoods methods of actually giving yourself good cheek weld when it comes to the standard stocks with an FAL. That's one thing. It also has a standard length of pull. All right, so this puppy right here will actually pull out and give you several lengths of pull. Okay, I have mine set for a pretty good, what I need for my cheek weld and everything else that I'm using, and it has several adjustables. So if you're wearing a plate carrier or something like that and you need a shorter cheek weld, or you're just a shorter statured individual, Matt Stinnett, all right, you might be one that needs a shorter length of pull when it comes to the stock that you're going to use. All right, so the BRS stock, I shot it all morning. It does great, gives me great cheek weld. I love it a lot. The folding part of it, you guys noticed when this was on my back, one of the things I noticed about these running guns that I was running into when I carry this with the tab biathlon sling muzzle down is that when the stock is up in the air like this and I'm carrying this on my back, this puppy gets in the way. When I go under obstacles, lots of different things. I think during the Bluegrass Sportsman's League run and gun, I was having an issue because I had the MCX on my back and I was actually carrying that stock up in the air without folding it, which I fixed that later at another run and gun. But we were doing a hatchet throw. All right, so every time I'd pull that hatchet back, I was bumping it into the damn stock. So this right here, when I run with this thing, it's out of the way, it's down. I pull this thing off prior to coming to a stage, I can fold this thing out and I can get to the stage and I can be ready. So again, it's a great stock. Another couple of the updates on here that you guys, this thing started as a DSA Voyager, so with the new lightweight aluminum lower that they sent me to go along with the stock, it came with the adjustable windage rear sight, which is great because when I use the TA33 or the TA11 with the DSA Acog mount, the beauty of that is you can still use irons. So if I want to drop this down and still look through my irons, there's a hole underneath the Acog that you can actually still use your irons if your optics were to go down. Another great invention if you're using Acogs from DSA, and I love these Acog covers that they've got for either the para or the fixed stocks. That's what I've got, another one of those on the Argentine. You guys have seen that in the past. All right, so along with that comes with the saw style grip, which I like a lot. It's meaty. All right, got a good firm grip on that thing. It's also got the winter trigger guard on there, which is a little bit more enlarged. You guys can see that. So if you're wearing gloves, which I do on a lot of these things, you can get your finger in that trigger well real well. All right, and the other thing that they sent me is this Ambidextrous magazine release, which I've been playing with all day. I like it a lot. I'm an index finger magazine release guy, so what I end up doing a lot of times is just coming out of the trigger well, releasing that magazine, and then putting another magazine in. The beauty of it is the ambidextrous side, so if you're a lefty and you're shooting that way, all right, you can still use your index finger on the left side. Also too, if you come down and you're holding onto the weapon, you want to eject that magazine without using your index finger, you've got a left side for the thumb that you can use to actually get that. One of the other additions that I did to my SA58 is I put the folding charging handle on there, because I noticed during running guns, if I was going with a minimalist setup like this without a camelback or something like that on, the standard charging handles dig into my damn back. All right, so this folder, when I put this thing on here and then put this puppy back on my back for the running guns, this is a nice streamlined side and it rides right in the center of the back like you guys saw in the beginning of the video, so it's another great thing. I also got the DSA gas plug that's got the little button on it. That was really cool. It's also got an old style PWS brake on it. This thing is loud as fuck, let me tell you. All right, but this brake is awesome. It actually reduces recoil and it reduces rise. I believe it's one of the earlier model prototypes that they were using for the Scar. So again, like a Scar, it's really, really loud, and but I like it a lot. So I think that's just about all the pieces of it. I'm gonna actually shoot this thing. On my HSGI taco belt right now, I got 3 magazines loaded up with 10, all right? I've also got my Smith & Wesson M&P over here with a few mags in it. I'm actually gonna do some work at 100 after I get done shooting the rifle. So I'm gonna show you how got this thing sighted in. I did pretty well this morning. So with that, I'm gonna put my ear pro and stuff on, and then we'll just hop down here on the table. And because I don't like picking up 308 brass, all right, we're gonna put this Caldwell magazine puppy on there. It's a nice thing with the Picatinny rails on top is you can attach stuff like this. I like using this thing a lot because I don't have to go out there because this thing throws so much brass so far out there. So here goes. Let me put my ear pro on, and we'll put some rounds down range with this thing. You guys can see how it shoots. You can see the cheek weld and all that good stuff. So I got the eye pro on. I'm gonna put some ear pro on. All right, turn them up. All right, so let's give this thing its first run. Okay, magazine of 10 rounds. I got some targets set up down there. The video camera will come alive in a second, so we'll see how this thing does. All right, I'm gonna start with the little ones. But I already noticed, once I get down on this bag and I put this thing up here, I've got really good cheek weld, and I like that a lot. I guess I got it sighted in pretty good. Sorry, that was a reset on the trigger. I kept squeezing it. Pretty accurate FL, if I just say so myself. Alright, that's 10 rounds. Like I said, that magazine release, let me get those out of there. That magazine release is nice. If I want to index finger it from here, it's a real wide catch on there, so I like that a lot. So I can kick that magazine out if I want, okay? Or if I want to use my thumb, and I'm over here, or I've transitioned over to this side, and I want to make a magazine change, I've got an index finger up here that I can push this magazine out with, and I can get it out real nice. So I like that a lot, all right? So let's drop that mag. Throw another one in. I love these taco pouches. They work really well, okay? Put another 10 rounds down range and see how it does. Another trigger reset on my part. Flip that one up. It happens all the time out here. Alright, that's 20 rounds. I think I only missed one of those, and that was me. All right, as you noticed, each time I had that, I had really good cheek weld. I really, really like that a lot. And, you know, even if I'm up in the offhand, if you will, I can get real good cheek weld while I'm up here. Shaking a bit. I'm all over the place on that. Yep. I think the Caldwell shifted. This thing shifts all the time and it ends up messing it up, but you guys see it. You've seen the stock in action. You see how it works. It works real well. I like it a lot. Throw that thing over there. Take this puppy back off. These are a real good idea here if you want to keep your brass. You don't have to go chasing this thing because it throws brass so far. So like I said, this is a DSA BRS stock. Veltors are nice and hot right now. It's a hot day. You guys can see I'm sweating my ass off. TA33 Acog, I like it a lot. It's a lot lighter weight. I think the total weight of this gun that you guys may have seen on my other post at this point right now, as it is with this stock, it's a little bit heavier than a fixed stock. But what I lost with the TA11, which this beast is heavy, I'm at about a 9.5 pound gun right now. So a 9.5 pound rifle, not too bad for an FAL. It's got the 16.5 inch barrel on it, so it's a carbine. And like I said, the stock added a little bit of weight. I didn't mind that though because of the versatility of it. What I used to have on this was just a standard fixed stock. I ended up having to put my own QD cup in the stock so that I could carry it on my back. But again, I had that stock sticking up in the air like that. So, you know, if I want to do this, carry this puppy around like this, like I said, these QD cups, they work real good. You know, I jogged around the yard here a little bit earlier with it on my back. Trust me, I did 6.5 miles wearing the plate carrier yesterday, so I wasn't going to do much more jogging today. So that's it. That's the DSA BRS stock. I'm excited to review it. Thanks you guys very much for the opportunity. If you have any questions about it, post them in the comments below, or if I posted this video to either the run and gun discussion or the FAL files, FAL owners group on Facebook or in the DSA site. You guys ask me any questions you want, I'll answer them. I can't tell you how soon you guys will get them. I'm a lucky son of a bitch. So, hey, thanks again, Dan. I really appreciate everything you guys do, and you always took really, really good care of me. So that's it. Thank you guys all for visiting the channel. And here, I'll do a little bit of 100-yard pistol work for you if I'm not too tired right now. See if we can't hit that target at 100 yards with the M&P. That was a miss. Rusty Trumbull would be very pissed at me right now. There we go, got a hit. That's 100 yards, pistol shot. Another miss. And another hit. Yeah, pistol's not on that right there. So hey, you guys take it easy. I'm going to go up forward, run through more of these pistol mags here at some shorter ranges. I need to work on pistol. I got new contacts, so I got to work on the blurry front sight now and the clear target. So thanks again. I'll talk to you guys out.